Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me as we take a look at your weekend forecast for May 6th through the 8th. Weekend forecast looks dry, although just barely. There is a low that is going to sink to our south and east, and it's going to basically then sit to our south all weekend and actually into next week as it slowly meanders well south of us. But I think that's where the clouds are coming from today. We'll probably have quite a bit of clouds tomorrow and even a little bit of cloudiness on Sunday. But we look to be a little too far north to be really impacted with any showers. But it's close. I want to show you how close it is and what's going to happen here with the weekend. We're going to start off with radar, and this shows just how close it is. This definitely looks like the kind of radar signature you'd say, uh-oh, we are in trouble. We're going to see a lot of rain today. And that's going to be true across Pennsylvania. But one thing you can see here, there's this front kind of draped across northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and Maine. And you can also kind of see the radar echoes. They look kind of like they're spreading out here across the top of the radar. This is a good sign. This is a sign that as the storm moves north, it's sort of being sheared out at the top end. And instead of enhancing the precipitation, it's kind of creating a barrier to the precipitation. And what's going to happen is that's really happening with the whole storm. The storm is going to kind of meander east and then just sort of eventually sit off the east coast, wrap up, slowly meander south, and then back across the southeast. That's really not going to happen until next week. When that happens, a ridge is going to build over the top of it, and we're going to get hot. But that doesn't happen until well into next week. So in terms of the satellite imagery, you can see the same kind of thing. Notice lots of clouds moving north, but then you can kind of see the clouds actually, if anything, get thinned out as they head over the top of us. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to see clouds today. Quite a bit of clouds. I think we'll be basically cloudy all day today. Could see a peak of sun, but I think for the most part we're cloudy today. Tomorrow, as the system kind of moves to our south, we're still mostly cloudy tomorrow, decreasing clouds as the day goes on. Our wind also kind of turns off the water tomorrow, so it'll be a degree or two colder. And certainly along the coast of New England, it's going to be quite chilly just with that onshore breeze. Ocean temperatures are still quite cold this time of year. And then on Sunday, though, the system starts to sag south and gets far enough away from us that we do start to get into the situation where we're seeing quite a bit of sun on Sunday for Mother's Day. So it looks pretty nice for Mother's Day. In terms of the overall picture, this also kind of points a picture as to what's going to happen. What you got here is this is a very block pattern kind of situation where you can kind of see this low is basically cut off from a lot of the pattern here, as you've got flow going above it, flow going underneath it, and then you sort of have this cutoff low in the middle of this country. And this is going to meander, and then it's going to really cut off. And a ridge is going to build over the top of it, and that's called a Rex block. And I actually did a video about that a long time ago. If you look at the Weather Guy Explains, I actually got a description of some blocking patterns. But anyways, and as that happens, we'll get warm here, and this cutoff low will be kind of impacting just the southeastern United States as we head into next week. So what does that look like in terms of the actual forecast? All right, so today is actually probably the warmest day of the weekend, 62. That's right about average for this time of year. Even with all that cloudiness, the temperatures aloft are pretty warm. If we saw any sun today, that'd bump up into the mid-60s, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Overnight, we still stay cloudy tonight. We fall back into the upper 30s. Tomorrow, decreasing clouds, although I still think mostly cloudy for a lot of the day. Temperatures more in like the mid-50s, a little chilly, a little below average, although certainly warmer than it's been at times over the last couple of weeks. We've had some chilly days lately. Temperatures in the mid-30s for overnight lows on Saturday as we start to clear out. And then Sunday, Mother's Day, pretty nice day, upper 50s, maybe 60 in some of those lower elevations. As the clouds really do start to really decrease on Sunday, and we get to mostly sunny by the afternoon, I think, and then we fall back into the mid-30s again overnight into Monday morning. In terms of your work week highlights, your weekend highlights, should say weekend, we'll be just north of the cutoff low pressure system. Temperatures just a touch below average for the weekend. No rain expected, lots of sun on Sunday, and a big warm-up for next week. If you're looking for, unfortunately, we're going to kind of flip from late winter to midsummer here, temperature-wise, as I think we're going to see a lot of 80s by the end of the weekend, even some humidity in here. It's going to feel like summer big time by the end of the week next week. So just be prepared for that. It'll be nice to get outside, although it's going to be a little bit jarring to the system as we go from where it's been to all of a sudden hot. Okay. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back on Monday with a look at your work week forecast. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I would encourage you to do so. I also want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here at the West River Weather.